This is a 1971 International Harvester Scout 810, an early version of the Scout II. The owner's goal for this truck was to create a period California beach rig. So let's take a closer look at this four-wheel drive Scout. We don't have a deep ownership history on this one. We do know it was manufactured in June of 1971 at the Fort Wayne, Indiana International Harvester plant. It left the factory flame red, and according to a Vindicoder, it actually started out two-wheel drive. The current owner found it in Alameda, California in 2012. It was mostly green in color and had been updated to the Dana 44 front axles with disc brakes and the BorgWarner T19 wide 4-speed transmission. Over the last decade, the Scout has been elevated from a rough-looking truck to a reliable driver. Cosmetically, the current owner did his own paint and bodywork, replaced rusty floor panels, and mechanically moved it forward, with regular maintenance and upgrades we'll address as we complete the walkaround. Let's get started with a cold start. All right, this is the cold start. Check that out, touching that on the Scout. All right. Pumps the gas. While we're in the engine bay, that's the 304 cubic inch International Harvester V8. This Holley 2-barrel 2210 carburetor replaced an old Motorcraft carb back in 2012. At the same time, the intake manifold was surfaced and resealed with a new gasket. In 2016, new motor mounts were installed, and around the same time, the power brake booster was added and the master cylinder replaced. The truck was rewired in 2014 with added relays for fans and lights. A battery cutoff switch was also installed above the fuse panel. The interior. Climbing in, it's in good shape. All of the gauges are functional. There's a Stewart Warner aftermarket tack, and it's rare to see an uncut dash and dash pad free of cracks. These are the Corbeau Baja RS reclining seats. Moving to the rear seat, there's a rip on the right bottom cushion, and it folds for more cargo room. And the inside of the removable hardtop is finished in a primer. Inside the Tough Box center console is a modern stereo and amp powering the JBL door speakers and 6x9s in movable boxes behind the seats. And the stock radio still powers the single dash speaker. And here's a quick tour of the cargo area and spare. Let's take a closer look at the body. The groovy rally stripe graphics package was not an option in '71, but dates to the 1976 model year and shows a little wear. Going down the sides, it's pretty straight, but not perfect. The owner admits he's not a body and paint pro. The goal was an eye-catching look that's not too precious. First, there's the color. The owner selected a color called Tangerine Twist, which is orangier but closer to the original Flame Red than Omaha Orange. If you get super close, you'll see some orange peel. And sanding imperfections in the hood. There's a slight ding in the top of the left front fender. Little wave there, got a slight ripple there. Scratch. Ding. Both rear corners have a little roughness. Let's take the drip rail tour of the removable hardtop. You'll see some corrosion on the outer lip, on both sides. The driver's side is a little worse. The windshield shows a bit of hazing in the lower right corner. And on the subject of rust, the worst spot is here, under that. And there's a small spot on the left side as well. This chip is located in the right door sill. This ding in the front bumper blade. The keys work the door locks. The driver's side door hinge sags a bit when open. The passenger side doesn't. And the rubber, while not new, is in decent shape. Let's go below deck for a closer look at the underside. The upgraded front axle with disc brakes. Below the transmission and engine. The shocks were replaced in 2014, and the 2-inch lift heavy-duty shackles the year before that. The frame rails and floors are solid. The left side frame rail, and a look at the turbo mufflers. And a closer look at the floors, which were replaced with International Harvester light line sheet metal in 2015. There's one area to point out on the right front frame rail where there's a kink that's been reinforced with an external brace. And here's a look at the rear end and fuel tank area, and all the suspension bushings were replaced with poly bushings. Also of note, the power steering box seeps fluid. Wheels and tires. The Scout rides on 15 by 10 inch Jackman wheels, wrapped in 33 by 12.5 by 15 inch BFG mud terrains. The spare is a Firestone spoke wheel with a matching BFG tire. The four-wheel drive system functions as it should. Shifting into four-wheel drive high. And low.
This is neutral. That's for low.
Lighting. All of the records from the past decade are present, along with period service manuals and a 1972 owner's manual. It also comes with several roof options, a bikini top, and a soft topper soft top. On the road or off. This 1971 Scout II is ready for adventure.